Hey YouTube, so I just want to make a quick video on, I'm working on my wife's C5 Corvette. She was complaining that she wasn't complaining, she was telling the truth, that the AC was not working like intermittently, like it would blow cold air, then it blow hot air. So naturally what I did is I thought, oh, maybe she just needs a recharge. So I went and brought AC refrigerant, but I hooked my AC line up to it, which is right here, and the pressure was fine, so there's plenty of refrigerant in there. So I get in the car, start driving around, let it idle, and see if I can replicate the symptoms, and of course it kept doing it. So I checked her volts, and her volts were like 11.8, 11.9, 12. Maybe it'll get up to like 13 and a half when you're driving it and keeping it around 2,000 on idle, but it was putting off way too low a volt. So I was like, maybe it's her battery. So I was like, because we've been having issues with her battery keeping a good charge and being ready to go. So I looked at her battery and I was like, well, it's got the date on there of 1017, which means it's relatively new. It's newer than mine, so it should be okay. So then I started thinking maybe it's the alternator that's not keeping a good charge. So sure enough, I took my voltmeter. Where's it at? Here it is. So I took my voltmeter, turned it on to, the first one right here. And then I hooked it up, put the red tip here on the where the power comes out, and put a ground here on the fuel rail. What it was reading was about 8 or 9 volts coming out of there. So I was like, that doesn't seem right. So I turned on my Vette, did the same thing, checked how many volts would come off there where the car was running. 14 volts was coming out. So it was a huge discrepancy. So what I did is I took the old one off, took it up to O'Reilly's, had them test it. O'Reilly said it was good, but I was like, the volts don't match up, so I'm just gonna get a new one. That's the stock original. It's been about 13 years on the original one, which is pretty good how far it went. So now I just got the old one in, already got it hooked up. It's really easy. There's one bolt here, another bolt down there. Loosen up the belt, take this off, which is really easy. Take that off, and that's it. Of course, disconnect your battery first. That's a novice mistake that I used to do back on my C4. As soon as you touch it with a wrench, it's gonna spark because the battery's still hooked up. But anyway, so I got it all back together. About to put the intake air bridge back on, then the battery, and let's give it a start up and see how it goes. Wish me luck. Alright, got everything back together, battery hooked up. Oh, need the keys. There you go. Let's give it a shot. See, it's over 13 putting out a charge, but let's see what it's saying. It's 13 and a half. So that's when I think about it, that's more than what it was doing at idle before, because it was like 11.9, 12. So I got a full volt and a half by switching out the alternator. So let's see if I can get the AC to work. If it'll blow cold non-stop. So this is gonna take a minute. I'll give a quick aftermath after it's over. So as of right now, the air is constantly blowing cold. So I'm gonna get out there and get the multimeter going, or voltmeter, whatever you want to call it, and measure it. As you can see, it's putting out 12.4, which is a little less than my other car. touching there, touching there. A little less than the silver C6, but it's putting out a lot more than 9 what it was putting out earlier, or 8 or what it was. So I know you see I got a bad connection, that's why you keep seeing it go down. I'm trying to stick it on there, but anyway, I think it's good. So I'm gonna let her drive it around for a couple days. Let her drive around for a couple days and see if, you know, she has a repeat of the same issues. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully that's all fixed. But if you haven't been to the channel before, thank you for watching, and please like and please subscribe.